Welcome back to another episode of Exiled Strangers. Today we're going to be talking about some current events and how they might be tying into some scripture. But remember, if you want to give your testimony, shoot us an email at exiledstrangers@proton.me. That's exiledstrangers@proton.me. How you doing, nobody?
Okay. Okay. Craziness happening in the world, you know. Also I feel a little I don't want to say sick. I feel a little poisoned, you know, after they're crop dusting the skies so much.
Yep. Yeah.
But so that's why I sound pretty congested, I guess.
Yeah, we had some fog last till about noon the other day, and it smelled like exhaust. It
Yeah,
was
we
wild.
dude, so we had them just spray painting this guy like crazy. You know, they're playing tic-tac-toe up there. And like it's set in super heavy and I don't know. It's so hard to describe that smell. It's like a mix between burning plastic and, like you said, exhaust, or I don't know, just not good.
Yeah.
But I woke up the next day, just crazy headache, full of congestion. So thanks a lot, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, and then I posted it on social media and thinking like, all right, here comes the hate comments or the conspiracy comments and stuff like that. No, I didn't get one negative comment on there. It was just a bunch of people from like around the United States that were saying like, "Oh yeah, that's happening here too." Very awake people commented on that.
Mm.
Meanwhile, I can post like the most innocent content ever as far as like, "Hey, this is a good mulch for your garden." And it's just like people just
Doo-doo
taking
on it.
just dog dumps on that comment. Like, bro,
Is there poop on me? No.
like they just get so mad over some mulch, but perfectly fine with me saying, "Hey, this fog smells like exhaust and is lasting till noon," which does not happen in where I live here in Texas. Like, it's not uncommon for it to happen in like the Smoky Mountains, but not here. Like,
Right.
fog typically dissipates pretty quickly. In fact, like as long as I've known about this place, we've never had persistent fog or consistent fog. Like it's never really happened consistently, and it's never lasted along that. It's never lasted very long. Like just because the sun is so intense in Texas, it's like it burns off pretty consistently, pretty quickly.
Yeah, unless it's chemicals.
Yeah, which is what I'm thinking. It probably most likely 100% is.
Most likely 100% without a shadow of a doubt is. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Man, it's like we're like bugs on a little petri dish, and the big old hand with the aerosol can comes in and just douses us.
Man, the people look like ants from up here.
They are ants, Michael. They are ants.
But what they don't realize is that I will willpower through that. You know,
Yeah.
you dump
Yeah.
1,000,000 gallons of atrazine water on me, it ain't affecting me. I got
Mm,
too much manliness.
bro, there ain't amount of there ain't no drug you can give me. There's no chemical you can give me.
Right.
Ain't nothing turning this frog gay.
Nothing. Nothing. Because they drop it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to my remedial action. I'm going to go chop wood. I'm going to go shoot guns. I'm going to start fires with sticks. You know, like, all right, got it. Got it. Try again, powers that be. You
I'm
know,
back.
I'm manlier than before.
Yep. Yep. No, they ain't no dude. You ain't tricking me. You ain't drugging me. There's just no possibility. It just ain't even possible.
No, it's not. There's another side effect they mention about that happened to the frogs, and I can't say that on this podcast, but that's definitely not the case
Why
over
can't you
here.
say it?
I cannot say it. It's not. Nope. Moving on. The world is going crazy, everybody.
Yep. Yeah.
Crazy.
In every direction, all at once. Crazy.
Yeah. 100%. Like what appears to be a very like intentional uptick in things because, we passed the Gregorian first of the calendar year, get into a, new year and it's just chaos.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you didn't even give us a second to take a deep breath before you started in with it all. But there's unrest in all the different states over specifically over this ICE shooting that happened in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Minneapolis, weren't there's like, is that where the, no, that's not where it happened. It seems like stuff goes down in Minneapolis.
Uh, it's like whenever I'd hear about them, it's because something bad happened.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I pay attention to how frequent, but
Yeah. It seems like every time Minneapolis shows up in the news, there's some sort of protest or some sort of like rioting or something going on in Minneapolis.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they're
man,
never like, hey, Bob down the street brought free ice cream for everybody.
no.
Like it was a great day.
Yeah. Which I guess keeping in perspective, the news does not report good news.
True.
So that there is that. But yeah, as far as like ICE goes, that whole thing with like trying to deport like illegals and stuff like that, like this is all one big like just show. This is one big short like show. There's clearly something else going on. Like they don't really like the high priority with this whole ICE stuff is not deporting like illegals or anything like that. Like
Right.
there was a guy that we both heard say like that if you want to deport illegals, put a $10,000 fine for each illegal every single day on these employers, and there will be no more jobs for illegals. You can self-deport everybody just by doing that, just by installing or just implementing a fine for the employers, and then all the illegals will self-deport deport,
Yeah.
self-deport
They'll just
because
go home.
yeah, they'll just go home because there ain't no work here anymore.
Yeah. But so it's all, you know, I agree with that. That's like, it's a wise and still kind of like a hands-off approach that would really work.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, especially when you start to see some of the demographics of people that they're coming in contact with. You know, I look at all these things now and I'm like, how does it, how would I phrase this? How does it um, further our preparedness for a greater war? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it all seems to be leading to that. If you look at some of these demographics from certain states, like they're pulling adversary nations citizens out by large numbers, and these are military age males. This isn't like, you know, necessarily moms with their kids, though that does happen. I'm not saying that that's not part of it, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
anyways, they're receiving a ton of power, and as it seems too, they're giving like blanket amnesty too,
Yeah.
which is scary.
Yeah. Yeah. I like I don't remember any other time in history where like ICE is operating outside of the border. Like you don't really it was one of those like um government entities that you never really heard about, and now we hear about them every single day.
For sure. Like this is, you can draw comparisons to certain countries
Mm-hmm.
that did almost the same game plan uh in the late 1930s into
Yeah.
the 40s, you know, eerily similar. All right. And I'm not one of these like sensationalists that'll go around saying, you know, this person's just like this and call them that name, whatever. I'm not doing that. But the actions do, you know, like there's a huge resemblance. I don't know how else to say it. Like he got the playbook and he's like, oh, tight. This is going to work just fine for us.
Yeah. 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 One thing I did learn from all these videos though is that I can outrun every single ICE agent. Every single one of them. I
Okay.
can outrun.
All right. You say that now, but then you get the one that just got recruited and he was on the college track team, you know, and he's like, he's an endurance runner, right?
Yeah.
You sprint 100 meters, you're like, oh, I'm so tired. And he's just chugging along,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. But from the videos that I've seen, every ICE agent that I've seen in the video, I can outrun. I got this.
Yeah.
I got this. I can brisk walk my way out of that situation.
Well, in this case here that happened in Minneapolis, Ain't
Yeah.
nobody able to get out of that.
No.
So this is something that really like raised an eyebrow with me. And, it's okay. Any kind of law enforcement, federal or state, local, whatever. I get that there are threats to them, and I don't want to see any of them hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not in my heart for that to be a thing. But that being said, we have to inspect what's happening and see the outcome too. Like this scenario here was completely unnecessary. Like
Yeah.
completely. And I look at it like I had a short stint of doing some law enforcement type work. If I would have done something like this, I would have been you would have never seen me again. You know what I mean? Nobody's coming out giving me blanket amnesty and making excuses for me on national television.
Right.
This is
Right.
something totally different. Um, I think one of their excuses was that this particular agent was dragged by a car like a month or two ago, like down the street. Like, my
That's not an
question is,
excuse.
well, not no kidding, right? Like, I'm like, okay, one, if he's got some little like PTSD from that's causing him to act like this, like y'all should have been making sure he was good to go back on duty. But two, why are we hanging on to cars that are moving? It's not like
Right.
they're holding on to him and
No.
dragging him. A car
No.
starts moving and I'm in the door. Guess what I'm going to do? Hands off. You know what I mean? You
As
ain't
as if they don't have cars to chase.
right. Right. Like I'm like, hey, and then guess what too? I got a radio. Hey, can you guys like block that next intersection, please? I got time to say please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, in this situation here, you look at all the aspects. This person was trying to turn and go away from them, right? They weren't even trying to detain them from my understanding. They were just trying to like get them to stop blocking the road. Now, I could be wrong. There could be aspects that I'm not aware of, and that's fine. This is just based on what I see. It's like this dude with one hand is videotaping with his iPhone, and his other hand, he pulls out his pistol and he shoots this woman.
Mm,
It's crazy.
man. There was a Joe Rogan interview I watched like years ago, but it was with this guy who was um oh crap. Where was The Wire filmed?
Bro, I have no idea.
Oh man. What is the name of that? Baltimore.
Okay.
Baltimore.
Okay.
He was a cop in Baltimore, but before that he did like a bunch of tours in like Iraq and Afghanistan and stuff like that. And he was talking about like all this time being a police officer in Baltimore, you think, gangs, crime, all that stuff, he's never had to pull his gun. And it's because of all of his experience being in actual combat and being able, like, learning how to de-escalate what's actually a situation, what's not actually a situation.
Yeah.
And his whole argument was like, all these people, like all these cop shootings and stuff like that you see, like most of it from what he's saying from his perspective, most of it is just because these people have never been in any of these types of situations before, and they don't know how to de-escalate. They don't know what is actually an issue and what's not actually an issue. But he's in freaking Baltimore and has never had to pull his gun before.
Yeah.
And he's dealing constantly like with gangs and stuff like that. And just makes me wonder, like, how many of these situations could we completely avoid not putting somebody who's never been in a situation like that before in these situations with civilians? Maybe they
Right.
should just stick to like traffic stops, and maintain, like, keep the higher risk type stuff to like combat vets, people who've actually been in these situations.
Sure, there's definitely an aspect, even just, there's some serious intense training that can be done. And I don't think that certain things are funded properly so where they can actually do this training. And uh, the point being, like, from what I've seen, there's two different types of policing, right? There's like a totalitarian policing where it's
Mhm.
like, it's my way or the highway kind of deal. Or there's community policing, which is, this is our shared goal for the community. and I care about you, and that's why I'm out here doing this, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and it really comes down to character, and I guess it's different everywhere, you know? People shoot, I mean, you can make it to the very top seat in this country and have some you probably couldn't pass a a test for a law enforcement agency, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah.
anyways, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you
You
ain't
can
passing that psyche Val.
you can have code, you can have access to the codes of nuclear warheads, but you can't pass the psyche valve to
Yeah.
get into the Marines.
Yeah, like every or just to be like a like a like a traffic enforcer, like you're gonna give way too many parking tickets out. That's not fair. Like you have it out for them. No, sorry, we don't want you. Or even the post office.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's, you know, like anyways,
There
hey,
was
we
that
live
whole
in a
incident.
yeah, a couple if I'm not mistaken. Um but here we are, you know, here we are in 2026, and it's just it's chaos already out of the gate, and it sucks. It sucks to see everybody just so riled up, and everybody too with just so much hatred. Like
Yeah.
I look at the vehicle that this woman was driving, and it's covered with bumper stickers in the back. She was like part of the alphabet community and all that. I obviously don't agree with the things she's into, right? Like I obviously don't, but no part of me wants her harmed.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's still people that will divide it into like, well, she's doing this, so you know, it's fine. You know, this is what she gets. And it's like, no, 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 no. You can't have that mindset, you know?
Yeah.
We were all somebody else before we were Yasharel.
Yeah.
And it
Or even if you're not in Yasharel, it's just a matter of time before you're that person.
sure.
Like
Yeah.
before, like the power, flips, the worldly power flips, and then now you're that person. Like we need these systems to protect everybody, no matter what it is you like, whatever side you prescribe to. If you pick a side, remember both sides are just the same, two different cheeks of the same butt.
Stinky butt.
Stinky butt, just swamp booty.
Yep.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna get better. But you look at it too, like I was gonna pull a video up, but I just if you guys haven't seen it, it's not graphic. It's a video from the rear of the vehicle, and you can see clearly that she wasn't intending to hit this officer or agent. Um,
you can pull it up if you want to. There's no issue with that.
well, I think it'd be more valuable if you're cool with it to just talk about what we're seeing too with Department of Homeland Security and such force around the country.
Yeah.
Because we already have the first steps for the draft already accomplished, right? They were calling people out of retirement, and they're stacking the ranks back up with knowledge. And all these things are put out. I think it was 2022. Selective Service put out a statement saying, like, in the event of a draft, this is what you do, XYZ. And then FEMA right after put out one saying, hey, if you're a conscientious objector and you get your draft number called, you can file whatever, you can file and we'll take you, and we have these roles for you. So it's interesting. They laid that out. We start to see all the things initiated, like calling people back in. There's a contract with domestic airlines over a couple year period for, I forget how much, but it's quite a bit of money. And that contract, if you look, it's just CONUS, right? It's just in the States. And that would, to me, I'm like, okay, you have draftees, you're going to fly them to whatever training post they have to go to before you ship them out. Um,
Which, from our experience with FEMA, there's a whole lot of nothing going on.
oh yeah,
There's a whole lot of desk sitting.
snacks.
For sure, snacks. Man, that was like 1,200 on one hoof that we saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, snacks, and then a lot of games on your phone.
Yeah. And they don't like it when you interrupt them on their games, but
Or just ask them questions.
yeah, or just be in their presence in the room. But
Yeah.
but with that, like, so with DHS having their entities all throughout the country, like we've seen the same thing happen in Ukraine. People who are like, nope, I ain't getting drafted, and they hunt them down. Like, there's videos of them throwing dudes in vans, like
Yeah.
black bagging dudes and taking them to their inscription post, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The same thing, I think, because we're going to have so many people, especially with the state of the generation, this younger generation right now, and they're certainly anti-war for the majority, and they most likely are not going to just willingly go to a draft call. You know,
I ain't. You're gonna have to find me.
bro, I wouldn't advertise that.
Bro, it's anonymous. They don't know who I am.
Oh, they already know. You know, they already know. Yeah, the dude's back there right now behind a computer. You know, he's sending you a letter in the mail saying, "I see you."
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't agree with the war. I don't agree with any of this. None of it's righteous. None of it's for a good cause, right? But I keep thinking like, man, how many people are going to be without the truth in those situations? You know what I mean?
That's a good perspective to have on it. Yeah, that's definitely a good perspective to have on it.
But
Man.
yeah. Anyways, things are looking pretty sour all around. And if you look geopolitically, or not even, it's not politics is such a gray area type of word, but yeah, geopolitically, it's looking wild. Like, things are ramping up everywhere all at the
Yeah.
same time. Everybody's pissed at each other, and there's no, I don't know, everybody's just so ready to provoke one another. Like, nobody's even thinking things through anymore. There's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna take this country over. It might be for a couple of years. And also, you can't do business with these people anymore. And we're just going to take this boat. We're going to take that boat. You know, we're going to.
I want
You
all
want
the
drones
boats.
over there? Yeah, you want drones over there? You got drones, you know, missiles.
Yeah.
It's wild, you know.
Yeah, it's almost like it's almost like a game of Jenga. Like, how many blocks can we remove before the whole tower like collapses?
Or it's like, okay, what's that game? Is it called Risk, where it's like all the world
Yeah.
powers?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like they're playing Risk, but they couldn't find any of the pieces, but they did have a Jenga tower.
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, well, if we put the Jenga tower just over the whole world map here, like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yep. Yeah. let's just see what happens. How many Russian oil tankers can we take before they do something, before the tower falls?
bro, and that's another thing. Like, you look at the restraint from some of these other nations, because like us and many other countries have just like stepped and just like all over their red lines, you know?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not even trying to test them. We just like, we jump on it and erase that line.
Makes you wonder how much dirt they have on each other to have not done something yet.
That's a good point. I'm sure quite a bit, unfortunately. Like, you know, this whole, everybody, I would say there's probably very few people in power to whatever degree that have gotten it through a high degree of integrity, you know?
We got one. We got one that's not taking foreign money. Thomas
Who?
Massey.
Shoot. Good for him.
Yeah, Kentucky. Good old Kentucky boy. Guess what? He's a farmer too. He's a
Good for
homesteader.
him. Good
Yeah.
for him, man.
Yeah, Thomas
didn't know
Massey.
that.
He's the only one. He's the one that's like pushing for like the Epstein files and stuff like that. And every time they do like an illegal release, and when I say illegal, it's like they didn't follow the rules.
Yeah.
And then like blacked out a bunch of stuff that's not like victim names and whatnot. He calls them back out and stuff like that. But yeah, Thomas Massey out of Kentucky. He's the only one that does not take foreign money, who has not taken foreign money. We got one, bro.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. Well, I pray he stays safe, because,
Yeah.
you know, what's that? Gosh, what is that saying? Like, I want to say
man.
like okay, I'm mixing up a couple. Like, you know, like you got the squeaky floorboard and something happens to it, and then you get a nail and it gets hammered. But I wanted to say the squeaky nail gets hammered, but that doesn't make any sense.
I think we all get the point, though.
Hey, everybody gets it, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be a squeaky nail out there.
Yeah, nobody like in like power over there likes this guy because he just does not. He's like the one cop that won't take the drug money.
Man,
You know what I mean?
those are the best.
Yeah, he's like that guy, and everybody's looking at him like, well, then we can't trust you. But he's just over there sitting like, dude, I don't want y'all's trust anyway. Like
Yeah.
y'all suck, y'all are evil. Yeah, he's a pretty interesting guy. He'd be a cool guy to interview sometime.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Just be like, what actually goes on over there? Tell
I
us.
don't even want to know anymore. Like, I already have no faith in any of these systems, and I don't know. Like, I think I'd just be depressed to learn how truly ridiculous it is. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I wonder like how smooth everything would go if all of that just like shut down. Like how unaffected our lives would be if just like the federal government just shut down. I mean, still to an extent. I mean,
If
I
we
don't
just
know.
cut off the fat,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
How much
Yeah.
fat we could actually cut off before it starts affecting the everyday citizen.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, like even like if taxes were just like, okay, you know, do you mind contributing like whatever percentage of your crop yields?
Yeah.
I'd be cool with that. I'd be like, sure. Because
Yeah.
that's just gonna feed someone.
If everybody
you
just did
know?
flat like 10%, 10% of whatever you produce goes to your community. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That would be perfectly fine, and we'd be doing just fine. But also, taxes are ridiculous when they print money at will.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
It's just a control measure.
what
For
are we
sure.
paying taxes for other than control? It's like you guys are printing money every day, and I got to pay 60% in taxes.
Maybe we're just paying to keep up the printing machines.
Maybe that's it.
Shoot. We
Yeah.
just solved it.
It's
All
fake
right.
and
Well,
gay.
so all that being said, everybody buckle up because 2026, I, you know, like I've been seeing it and I've been saying it to everybody. I'm like, come on, you guys, war is coming. We got to just have our preparedness ready and obviously prepare in precedent, right? Like faith and having our walk squared away with the odds, number one. But I've been saying it and I'm sure I've been annoying so many people, you know, and they're probably like, okay, well, it's not here yet. I'm like, I get it. It's still happening, right? Like things are still unfolding and increasing. But this year, like whenever you start taking territory, like if you look historically, that tends to be one of the last steps before the kinetic breakout.
Yeah.
You know, and look at us, like we're shoot, shoot. You know, we want that one. We want that one. We're gonna take that. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, as far as preparedness goes, yeah, everybody lived through COVID, right? We saw how easily and quickly the supply chain broke down. I mean,
Yeah,
almost immediately. Like we have
bro.
3 days trucking shuts down and grocery stores are going to be empty. To the point where it took forever for it to even fully recover. And I would say it's still not even fully recovered. There's no reason everybody shouldn't have or shouldn't be working towards minimum 6 months food stock. Minimum.
Yeah, I mean, the simple fact that people were in dire straits because they didn't have toilet paper,
Yeah.
like that's a really good pulse on what our society looks like.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's also an argument for a bidet as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, or like a water bottle with a hole poked on the top of it. You know
That's
what I
still a
mean?
bidet.
That's an
works.
outside bidet.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, what are some good leaves that you could use for toilet paper? Let's just hit everybody with that.
So poison ivy, No,
Yeah.
mullein is a really nice soft plant that you can use for toilet paper. You can find that. Everybody should just look up the plant mullein, and you'll realize, like, oh dang, I've seen that so often.
Yeah.
Mullein is a good one. You could go back in the day, like a little exfoliant, corn cob if you wanted to.
Ouch.
But also newspaper. Like newspaper's a good one. Um, you can also use like lamb's quarter. That's another soft little plant and everything. Um, it's like got nice fat leaves, but it's still soft. Um, just like all right, just a good litmus test is like take whatever the plant is, rub it on the inside of your wrist, and if it's if it's uncomfortable to rub on the inside of your wrist right there, it's going
Yeah.
to be uncomfortable on your nether regions.
Yeah.
So
That's a very good point.
yeah.
So that one's out of the way, right? Everybody listening should have that crisis averted.
Yep. Yep. And then as far
Nice.
as like food preparedness goes, hit up you could hit up Costco, you could hit up Sam's Club for like bulk stuff and whatnot. But keep in mind you're gonna be buying the least nutrient dense food. That's probably the highest GMOs possible, with coming with all kinds of like just biocides involved as well. So like whenever you're thinking of food preparedness, you're already going to be in a weakened state being on this like fight or flight mode anyway. If you're having to dip into your preparedness, like your preparedness stores, you're going to be at a weakened state anyways. So you don't want to necessarily sacrifice your nutrition at the same time. So what I would recommend doing is hitting up Azure Standard, buying bulk stuff through Azure Standard.
Yeah.
Like Azure, just like the owner of Azure, he goes and visits personally every single place that they pull food from. Every place that they buy food from, he goes and visits them themselves to make sure that they're following the practices that they're saying that they follow.
Yeah, he's Torah observant.
Yeah, he's Torah observant too. Yeah. And from what I've heard, pretty cool, down to earth guy.
Nice.
Which just like he's got buku money, like dumb money. But it shows that money doesn't have to corrupt. Also, like having access to a ton of money does not have to corrupt.
Praise yeah.
Yeah, praise yeah that he's obedient and he's a good steward of what he's been given to steward over. Yeah, so hit up Azure Standard. It's a really good place to get some nice, good, clean food that hasn't been like contaminated or anything like that. Another place you can go to buy, like if you let's say you got the extra money to do so, and you're like, I'm not going to put the food back myself. I just want pre-prepared, storable food. Hit up the Health Ranger, Mike Adams. If you look up the Health Ranger Mike Adams, he'll pop up. But all of the food that comes into his into a store, he runs through a mass spectrometry machine to determine if the levels are safe, as far as like if there's any heavy metals or if there's any glyphosate or atrazine, things like that. But yeah, one thing that people think of like whenever it comes time to like dip into preparedness aspects or preparedness food is like, oh, we just need like calories and macros.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily the case. You need like nutrient dense food. Also, don't forget to put back fat. Fat is 9 calories per gram. Carbs and protein is 4 calories per gram. So fat and salt, because it's already crappy. You don't want flavorless food.
Yeah, that's dude, I can just if anything if I just have stuff salted, I'm happy. I love salt so much.
Rice with fat and salt, I could live off that.
Yeah, man. You know what? Like honestly, you probably feel better than like the way a lot of us live daily. You know, I'm not saying yeah. That's what I
Compared to
mean.
the standard American diet, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so thank you. Thank you for dropping all that wisdom on us, because
No problem.
like that's part of it. I mean, to think that when this war kicks off and it's going to be multi-front, multi-nation, all over the place, all at once, like to think that we aren't going to incur damage here internally in the US, I think would be naive, you know?
Yeah.
To what degree, I don't know, and I'm not claiming to know, but like things are going to get jacked up one way or another. Something it will be different. It won't be comfortable. and it's going to test our faith. That's like, no matter what it looks like, it's going to be a test.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I figure today, if you're cool with it, bro, I figure we'd jump into 4 Ezra chapter 16.
Let's do it. You
All
want to
right.
pull it up or do you want me to?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Cool.
Screen window.
And
Let me
just
see.
so you guys know, typically we read out of eSword, which is an awesome app, but it doesn't have 4 Ezra in it. 4 Ezra or Second Esdras, same book, 2 different names. So today we're reading out of the Yah Scriptures app, YAH Scriptures app. And it's really cool. It's got a bunch of the Apocrypha. Not all of it is good as far as like the Apocrypha goes.
Yeah,
but
good point.
yeah, just suss it out for yourself, put it through the prophets test, and yeah. So, but it's a pretty cool app.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because they do publish some books that, like, I have found to not pass the Deuteronomy 13 and 18 test, along with like the whole overview of Scripture as a whole. So, thank you for saying that.
No problem.
All right. Without further ado, and I think this is the times that we're walking into. Okay. So it gets heavy. But I'm going to go ahead and read the whole thing. It's a long chapter. The end, the second half specifically, I think is going to speak to us individually as to what we should expect. But, all right. Chapter 16 in the book of 4 Ezra, also known as Second Esdras. Says, woe to you, Babel and Asia. Woe to you, Mitzrayim and Aram. Gird up yourselves with sackcloth and hair. Bewail your children and mourn, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who shall turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who shall quench it? Plagues are sent among you, and who is he who would drive them away? Shall any man drive away a hungry lion in the forest? Or shall anyone quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn? Would one turn again the arrow that is shot from a strong archer? The Almighty Master sends the plagues, and who is he who drives them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he who would quench it? He shall throw lightnings, and who would not fear? He shall thunder, and who would not be afraid? Yahweh threatens, and who would not be utterly beaten to dust at his presence? The earth and its foundations quake. The sea rises up with waves from the deep, and its waves are troubled, and also the fish in it, before Yahweh and before the esteem of his power. For his right hand is strong that bends the bow. His arrows that he shoots are sharp, and do not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And mind you, I think when we're reading this, when I see like his right hand, it's Yahusha, his son.
Yeah. And he don't miss.
Nope. 14, it says, see, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consumes the foundations of the earth. As an arrow which is shot by a mighty archer does not return, even so the plagues that are sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of scarcity of food and great death, the beginning of fighting, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? See, scarcity of food and plague, distress and anguish are sent as scourges for correction. That's a huge point right there. Yah is sending these to correct. He's not sadistic. He's not mean. Like he's trying to call his people back.
Yeah.
It says, but for all these they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor ever remember the scourges. See, food shall cost so little on the earth that they shall think themselves to be well at ease, and then evil shall grow on earth, the sword, scarcity of food, and great confusion. It's kind of interesting, right? Like you brought up Costco earlier.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we could go and stock up on so much right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh man, everything must be fine.
And
You know?
this is even during a time of like inflation as well.
Right, right. That's a good point.
We're nowhere even near Weimar Republic times.
That's a good point. It says they shall think themselves to be well at ease.
Mm-hmm.
Then evil shall grow, the sword, scarcity of food, and great confusion. I would say all of those things are currently growing.
For sure.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. Scarcity of food. I mean, just look at like the amount of like meat growers. They're like chicken houses are burning down.
Yeah.
The amount of animals that were put to death during COVID because they came up with whatever. Which is odd because guys, keep in mind you can't test for a virus. Nobody's even seen a virus, but that's a whole different topic.
Isn't that strange?
It's fake and gay. And then the recent bird flu, they keep trying to push that one. Droughts affecting crops. The only reason we're not seeing it right now is because there's such a delay on our food, our food system. It's like last year's crop is like used 2 to 3 years later. Yeah, there's just a massive delay. Great confusion. I mean, look at the state of the world we're in right now. People don't know what gender they're in.
Bro, everybody's confused.
Everybody's confused.
I mean, I'm not confused on gender, but I'm confused on other stuff. Like, why are these people doing what they're doing?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, great confusion.
man. Yep. All right. It says, for many of those who dwell on the earth shall perish from scarcity of food, and others who escape the hunger, the sword shall destroy. And the dead shall be thrown out as dung, and there shall be no one to comfort them. For the earth shall be a waste, and the cities shall be thrown down. There shall be no one left to till the earth and to sow it. The tree shall give fruit, but who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, but who shall tread them? For all places shall be barren of mankind, so that one shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For there shall be 10 left of a city, and 2 of a field, and who shall hide themselves in the thick forests and in the caves of the rocks. As in an orchard of olives, there are 3 or 4 olives left on every tree. Or, as there are left some clusters when a vineyard is gathered, by those who diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, there shall be 3 or 4 left by those who search their houses with the sword in those days. And the earth shall be laid waste, and its fields shall grow old, and its roads and all its paths shall grow full of thorns, because no one travels through there. The maidens shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Their bridegrooms shall be destroyed in the fighting, and their husbands shall perish for scarcity of food. Hear now these and understand them, you servants of Yahweh. This is the word of Yahweh. Receive it. Do not believe the mighty ones of whom Yahweh spoke. Man, we could pause there again.
Mm.
The fact that it's mentioned like so many times here about that scarcity of food, right? And then the war, right? Like with the men and the maidens, the wives. It's just interesting because we do see that, I believe, in Isaiah. Let me pull. I didn't have it ready, so let me pull that up real quick.
Okay.
Sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
Bro,
You're good.
I'm sorry.
Bro, get it together.
That's what I needed. I need a little, a little accountability. Yeah.
Man, just going through some of this. Like, Even so, there shall be 3 or 4 left by those who search their houses with the sword in those days. Like, dang, they're gonna be clearing rooms.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing, like it'll go on to give more definition of that, but this is going to come upon the whole earth, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh, here it is. Ay ay ay. Isaiah 4, chapter 1. Or Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "And 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, we will wear our own raiment, only let your name be called upon us and take away our reproach."
Mm.
Kind of interesting,
Yeah,
you
like, we
know?
won't be a burden in any way, just let us take your name.
Right. Yeah. Like, you know, we're practically just doing our own thing.
Mhm.
Um, anyways, yeah, it's one. Hey, I don't want 7 wives.
No.
Okay. That's a
No.
terrifying thought to me.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I would get nothing done.
yeah.
I would get nothing done if I had 7 wives. I'm just thinking, like, the amount of, like, attention that, like, one wife requires. Just like in just daily conversation, just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
attention. I would there aren't enough hours in the day for 7 wives.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And
the
it's,
children that you would have with 7 wives?
bro, okay, not only that, but like, let's say they were in 7 different houses.
Oh my goodness.
And then you have 7 different times where they're like, I asked you to take the trash out. And you're like, dang it. Dang it. I gotta go do this at the next house too.
Like, why'd you track all this mud in? Because I ain't
Yeah.
taking my shoes off. I'm
'Cause
doing
I'm-
laps in this neighborhood.
Every time we have a meal, it's a block party. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh man, that's funny.
Oh man.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so far off track.
I got 7 baby mamas, but I ain't got that rapper money. You better learn how to garden real quick.
Yeah, you gotta feed all those mouths.
Yeah.
All right. An interesting thing in verse 36, it says, "This is the word of Yahweh. Receive it. Do not believe the mighty ones of whom Yahweh spoke." In the Torah, he literally warns us off not only worshiping these false Elohim and all this, but also not to pay heed to them. Like
Mhm.
it's because there's real spiritual entities behind what's worshipped, right? Obviously, nothing is even close to Yah's power or sovereignty. Like that's not even up for debate. But this is a strict warning too, because you have so many people um, who bend a little here, bend a little there. Like this is why it's so important to be just exactly what Yah says, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
All right. So it says, "See the plagues draw near, and do not delay. As when a woman with child in the 9th month brings forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains encompass her womb. Such pains when the child is coming forth that do not ease for a moment. Even so, the plagues that come upon the earth shall not be eased, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it from every side. Hear my word, O my people, prepare for battle, and in those evils be as sojourners on the earth. He who sells, let him be as he who flees, and he who buys as one who loses. He who he who deals in merchandise, as he who has no profit from it, and he who builds as he who shall not dwell in it. He who sows as he who shall not reap, and also he who plants the vineyard as he who shall not gather the grapes. Those who marry as those who shall bear no children, and those who do not marry as the widowers. And therefore those who labor in vain. For foreigners shall reap their fruits and plunder their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captive. For they shall bring forth children into captivity and scarcity of food. And those who obtain their merchandise by robbery, the more they adorn their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own person, the more shall I be wroth with them for their sin, says Yahweh. As a whore envies an upright, honest, and virtuous woman, so righteousness hates wickedness when she adorns herself, and accuses her to her face when he comes who shall defend the one who diligently searches out every sin on the earth. And therefore do not be like her, nor her works. For yet a little, and wickedness shall be taken away from the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. Let not the sinner say that he has not sinned, for Elohim shall burn coals of fire upon his head, who says before Yahweh Elohim and his esteem, I have not sinned. See, Yahweh knows all the works of man, their schemes, their thoughts, and their heart. Who spoke but a word, let the earth be made, and it was made. Let the Shamayim, or the heavens, be made, and it was created. By his word the stars were made, and he knows the number of them. He searches the deep and its treasures. He has measured the sea and what it contains. He has shut the sea in the midst of the waters, and with his word he has suspended the earth upon the waters. He spreads out the heavens like a span. He has founded it upon the waters. He has made springs of water in the desert and pools upon the tops of mountains, and that the floods might pour down from the high rocks to water the earth. He made man and put his heart in the midst of the body and gave him breath, life, and understanding. And indeed the Ruach of the Most High, of El Shaddai, who made all and searches out all that is hidden in the secret places of the earth. Surely he knows your plans and the thoughts of your hearts, even those who sin and want to hide their sin. Therefore Yahweh searches out all your works exactly, and he shall put you all to shame. And when your sins are produced, you shall be ashamed before all, and your own sins shall be your accusers in that day. What shall you do? Or how shall you hide your sins before Elohim and his messengers? See, Elohim himself is the judge. Revere him. Cease from your sins and forget your wickedness to no longer strive in them forever. So Elohim shall lead you out and deliver you from all trouble. For see, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, when they shall take some of you away and feed the idol with that which is offered to idols. And those who consent to them shall be mocked and reproached and trampled underfoot. For in every place and in the neighboring cities there shall be a great uprising against those who fear Yahweh. And they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but continue ravaging and destroying those who fear Yahweh. And they shall lay waste and take away their goods and throw them out of their houses. Then those who are my chosen shall be known, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Hear, O you my beloved, says Yahweh. See, the days of trouble are at hand, but I shall deliver you from them. Do not be afraid, neither doubt, for Elohim is your guide, and the guide of those who guard my commands and orders, says Yahweh Elohim. Do not let your sins weigh you down, and do not let your wickedness rise up. Woe to those who are bound up in their sins and covered with their wickedness like a field overgrown with bushes, and its path covered with thorns, so that no man may travel through. It is left naked and is thrown into the fire to be consumed by it.
Real quick on verse 68, it says, "For see, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. They shall take some of you away and feed the idol. That idol is IDLE, with that which is offered to idols, which is IDOLS." I was thinking anybody listening might get confused by that, but it's feed the idol,
call.
like the stagnant, and then
Yeah.
with that which is offered to idols, IDOLS. So, yeah.
Good call on that one. Yeah.
Thanks,
That's
buddy.
you're so You're so freaking smart.
Oh, snap. That
Yeah,
ain't
man.
true.
Yeah,
Don't be
it
lying
is.
to these people.
Don't call me a liar, man.
Bro, well, then quit lying to these people.
I ain't lying. Hey, everybody, this is my brother, and he's so smart, okay? He's such a cool guy.
False. False.
No, I'm being for real. I'm not joking, dude.
Well, thanks, man. Praise
Yeah.
ya.
Praise ya.
Praise ya. Although we do have like 45 minutes before this point proving otherwise.
We gotta offset it a little bit with some humor, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all good. That's just well balanced.
Man.
Oh shoot. But this chapter's heavy, huh?
Yeah, but I mean there's also hope given at the end. It's like, hey, don't be discouraged. Like, fear me, keep my commands. Not me, but like fear Yahweh, keep his commands, and he'll be your guide. Like he's gonna guide you through all of this.
Yep.
You don't have to suffer. You don't have to go through a lot of these things as long as you just believe in him, trust in him, and keep his commands.
100%. And like that's we talk about this a lot, I know, but like two of the parts of your armor in Ephesians 6 is truth and righteousness. You know? You got something to
No, my bad. Oh, I took a deep breath.
Oh, I didn't know if you're like had something to say, if you're battling a sneeze. I was like, what's going on?
No, my bad. I took a deep breath. I just accidentally did it into the mic.
I was like, wait, I don't want to step on you if you got something to say.
No.
All right, so truth and righteousness, right? Two parts of our walk that is considered our armor, how we are protected. Truth, Psalm 119, 142, right? Your righteousness is righteousness forever. Your Torah is truth. And then Deuteronomy 6:25, like it is righteousness for us to keep all these commands.
Yeah.
So we look at that and it completely mirrors here. Like, see, the days of trouble are at hand, but I shall deliver you out of them. Do not be afraid, neither doubt, for Elohim is your guide and the guide of those who guard my commands and orders, says Yahweh. Like,
yep.
This is how we know that we know him. And I'm not perfect. I admit it for everybody who listens. Like, I struggle with things.
Same.
You know? He's been merciful to me so far, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, like more merciful than I could have ever hoped for.
Oh, yeah. I would have cast myself off into the lake of fire long ago. Yeah. Praise Yah, we're not the judges. But also keep in mind that some people will like use that last part of Ezra chapter 16 as like an excuse as to not prepare as well, because Yahweh will provide and guide and things like that. Like,
yeah, I hope.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
no, that was my bad, dude.
No, you're good.
I was a Steppy McStepperson over here, stepping all over you.
There's other there's other crappy things that can go on short of the end of the world as we know it. You know what I mean? Like, it's still wise to prepare. Like Jacob, he was taken care of. He was guided, he was given insight and everything, and he was guided into preparing for 7 years for this, like the 7 years of plenty, for the 7 years of nothing, of drought, of
Joseph,
yeah, what did I say?
Yeah. Jacob,
Joseph, both J's.
Yeah,
both
for
J's.
sure. But and it benefited Jacob, like during the years of famine.
Yeah. But yeah, he was instructed to prepare.
Yeah,
for those times,
and that's so critical. Like, especially, we know like Scripture tells us, like the wise see trouble coming and they hide themselves, or rather they prepare for that trouble in whatever manner is appropriate.
Yeah.
Like, what's that one rapper's name? The Bryson Gray. He's like, get you a Bible and get you a strap.
Is it Bryson Gray?
I'm pretty sure. He keeps the commands. That's
What is his name? I thought it was Bryson. I think it's Bryson. Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, man, Bryson Gray. I'm pretty sure.
Tyson James.
That's a different one. They do songs together.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Tyson James and Bryson Gray. Yeah, you're right. My bad, dude. My bad.
Yeah, but you better watch out, man.
My bad.
you better take it easy, all right?
Yeah, get you a Bible and get you a strap.
Yeah.
Yeah. They both come in real handy.
Yeah, and the point is like we're not telling everybody like get a gun so that you can be one of those jerks that's like, if anything ever happens in the world, I'll just go take my neighbor's food. Screw those people.
Yeah.
You know, like that's so wicked.
But we're also told exactly what Yah will do with those people.
Right.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be part of that.
No.
Yeah. It's
Mm-mm.
just like, you know, when you look at it, it's like, no, get a defensive tool is just that. It's for defense, you know,
100%.
to protect your loved ones, yourself, those who can't protect themselves. So we're not advocating violence here. The unfortunate part is violence is a part of the world we live in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
And also take solace in like the people who keep saying that they're going to go, like they're going to become marauders during those times tend to be the biggest, slowest targets.
bro, okay, I need to be careful.
Just looking at body condition.
I was just saying like, it wouldn't be good. You know what I mean?
No.
If they,
You got some pachyderms roaming down the street. They're going to be easy to spot.
well, whoever it is, yeah. If it's whoever it is, it's just like, you know, hey, I also believe that whoever is following you and like trying to keep his commands the best of their ability, they love him, they're trying to be obedient, and they are put into a situation like that. Like we see how Yah lifts up warriors.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we are.
Like, dude, you can't like Samson, you know, like he's like, oh, you guys want to try to get me? Let me lift the gate off of this city and carry it up the hill. Like, he didn't have to do that.
No. Or he's like maximum effort with a jonky bone.
Yeah, that's right. Man, we got to make that knife. Just
Dude.
big old crazy looking serrations. The whole thing.
My knife got teeth.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, he raised him up. Or like look at the Benjamin throwing
dude,
rocks
yeah.
through people's heads.
Yeah.
But not okay, so let's say what was it, like 50 people? He carried 50 rocks?
Bro,
He just tossed 50 rocks, dude. He didn't miss once.
Hey, but let's not like if I had a bag full of 50 rocks, like that's heavy too. Like
I
for
thought
me,
they
I'm
were-
like,
I thought the stagecoach guy was tossing him rocks.
I mean, do you think it was one at a time or like he's like, hey, you just 50 rocks?
I don't know. I don't
Bruh.
know. Either way, throwing them through, dude. Bro, I couldn't throw a rock through the drywall I'm looking at right now, let alone
Someone's dome piece.
somebody's skull. That's
Bro.
2 layers of bone.
Yeah. If anybody's wondering, that's in the book of Joseph and Asenath.
Yeah.
Very interesting read. Very interesting. Just I encourage the read. Just test it for yourselves.
I have never once beaten up a lion.
Right.
My dog is hard to wrestle, dude.
Dude, I couldn't imagine. But you got like the Testament of the 12. They're just like balling up these animals. He's like, I ran down a stag and killed it to feed my family. Like, dude, those things are known for being quick on their feet. Like, that's not.
And being able to run for a long period of time.
Yeah. What was the other one? He's like, I forget what it was, but they're talking about some kind of predator. He's like, yeah, he came after one of my dogs.
Was it a bear?
It might have been a bear.
Or David. He's like, before he goes and does like this thing with Goliath. He's yeah, I had to defend the flock from a couple of animals. Like I killed a bear. I killed a lion.
No big deal.
No big deal. Bro.
Yeah, I'm just a little lad at the time. Yeah, no big deal.
Modern day people are losing to bears and they have guns.
Right.
And they have a gun, and the bear just like ignored the gun.
Dude, that's so crazy. Like the power that Yah can give to those that he loves is immeasurable. Who knows what he's going to do, especially in these times, the consummation of times. Like you're telling me, not you personally, but like you're telling me that Yah wouldn't like have a bigger outpouring on those that are truly his. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for
Man.
sure.
Imagine when those witnesses are stepping out. Dang.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, calling down she bears and pillars of fire and whatnot.
Oh, shoot. Going the Elisha route. Man, I got questions when I meet Elisha.
I got questions too, dude. like, like the group of okay, so depending on the translation you look at, it's like that group of kids he calls the she bear down on.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard other people kind of discuss it. It's like they weren't necessarily like kids like we're thinking. It was more like you think of like your modern day like gang members type situation. Like young men up to no good, that type of thing. It's because depending
Yeah.
on where you read it, it kind of looks like, oh, there was a group of kids that were a nuisance, like like the Cabbage Patch Kids or like the Apple Dumpling Gang or something like that were being
Yeah.
annoying to Elisha, so he called down a she bear. No,
But that's like multiple she bears, right? Wasn't it a couple? Shoot,
maybe.
I'm forgetting. I need to
Maybe.
fix myself. I should know this.
Either way, it did some
Right.
work in that village.
Right. Even one, it's like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I read that, I was like, wait a second. Am I still in the Bible? Like, did I pick up a different book? Oh man.
It also makes you wonder, like, was there any conversation before that happened? Was there like, hey, quit bothering me. Hey, quit bothering me. All right then. All
Right.
then.
Because they're just like bald head. You know, they're just making fun of his dome piece. And it's like, man, like, I don't know. I mean, he's a prophet. I wouldn't make fun of him, especially not. I learned their lesson.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Maybe,
Like I ain't even gonna look him in the eyes when I meet him.
I'm just gonna be like,
you know, be like,
hey,
shoot,
friend. Hey, buddy.
you look wonderful today, and might I say, I loved your the accounts written of you. That's wonderful. Praise ya.
Few questions.
God, but why don't you take a seat? we need to talk about this.
got some questions. Got some questions for Paul too.
I got a lot of questions for Paul. I feel like he'd be fun to talk to, though.
yeah. Just be like, hey, can you speak clear, like frankly?
Yeah, can you just just bluff us, man? Give us the bottom line up front.
Yeah, or he might be one of those like super geniuses that just can't communicate with like
Okay,
us dummies. You know what I mean?
that's totally possible.
Because his response might be like, "I did." Like I did speak frankly.
He's like, well, everybody wanted to make my words mean other things. He's like, but I was just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you got to read
Man.
everything that I said. Man,
It's just crazy. Like, there's so many things. When the resurrection happens, it's going to be so great to just hear the testimonies from these people that we've read about. I just want to know like how they felt in these situations too.
yeah, for sure.
Go to some of the apostles. Like, how did you feel when the Messiah called you by name in person?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like that idea, even in my own path, it gives me that feeling, makes me want to weep, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I can't
For
even
sure.
imagine in person.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, man, a part of it is I wonder if we'll like immediately recognize some of these people. Like, will we just know? Or is it going to be one of those situations like we're both like let's say you, me, and like any of the prophets get sent on like on an assignment to go tear down some of like the old decrepit high places.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like we're like
I
3
that.
weeks in, and then we're like, Wait, are you the same Isaiah? Where'd you say
Oh,
you're
man.
from again?
Yeah. Who's your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah. Or will we just like immediately know, like, oh yeah, that's the same. That's Elisha.
Well, like, or like we're sitting at the wedding supper, the lamb,
Mm.
and we're like just at the table, like whispering to each other, like, "Hey, you think that's him? You think that's him over there?
Yeah.
I don't know." I'll be like, "I don't know, but he's got a bald head. That
Yeah.
might be Elisha."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
like,
he just has great hearing. He just looks at us from across the table, and we're like, "Oh man!" Just cover our face.
it's like, which one do you think Adam is?
Bro.
Just at the supper, just, hey Adam, like so many people stand up. No, the Adam.
Oh, that's so funny.
He's just the one covered in a fig leaf.
Yeah, he never changed.
Yeah.
Nah, he would have garments too. Everybody's
Yeah.
got to have those garments.
Yeah. Maybe he went back to the original clothing. Maybe
I
it's
mean,
like,
that'd be cool. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not,
maybe.
but either way, like, that's hilarious. And everybody looks, we just point over to the guy next to us. Yeah, I know who everybody is. I don't know why he asked that.
I'm just looking around like, man, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Who asked that? That dumb question.
I'm gonna have so many dumb questions. So many.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, same.
Praise Yah that the Ruach is gonna be indwelling to such a high degree in everyone there. Everybody will have like patience. Like,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because you know how many times they're gonna get asked, like some of these like notable figures in scripture. You know how many times they're
Yeah.
gonna get asked the same question.
Oh, bro, I know, right?
Yeah.
See, but that's why I feel like we should have story time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You can't, like, everybody who enters the kingdom, like, if our Messiah, our high priest and king's like, hey, everybody, come gather around. Everybody take a knee. Like, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, what are we gonna get taught?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's gonna be cool.
I just pictured like we're all sitting down for like story time, and like my daughter, because she has this big fat cat stuffed animal, and she calls it Big Fat Cat, and I just pictured her like cuddling up to like a tiger.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And she's like, big fat cat.
Yeah, this big fat kitty.
Yeah. It's just listening to story time.
Oh, that's an adorable picture.
Yeah, big fat
That's
cat.
so cool. Oh man, I can't wait for the kingdom to come. And I'm not about the judgment that's before, like I know none of us are to like want that time to come, but once it comes, like just peace and happiness, and we could trust everyone in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for
goodness,
sure.
what is that like?
Dude, you know how much like, oh man, how much of a blessing that would be like right now is if you could just trust everyone, like just even in your immediate vicinity.
Right.
It's like just bringing my daughter to the grocery store with me.
Sure.
Man,
Yeah.
like my head is on a constant swivel.
Bro, my hand is itching to grab my pistol. At
Same.
times.
Same. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I got like tourniquets and magazines on me.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna stop you from doing your bad thing. I'll help you. You bet you need, advise you to repent. But
Yeah.
man,
Man. I just pictured your son
bro,
hanging out with a kangaroo.
bro,
It's got pockets.
It's got pockets? No way.
Middle of the story. Middle story
Yeah.
time. It's got pockets.
Yeah. Yahusha would just like laugh so hard. Like
Dude.
the love that he's gonna have for everybody in the kingdom. Like our character that we have, like each of our independent characters is gonna probably just be magnified. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so ready. This world is painful.
Dude, we got to take your son to go tear down some high places.
Bro, he doesn't even need tools. He's just gonna run head first into it.
He's already a wrecking ball.
Just
Oh, dude, man,
yeah. But we got some. Oh, go ahead. No,
the last question that's coming to mind is I gotta ask about the platypus.
Bro, what happened?
I just gotta ask.
Yeah,
and it's probably something like, that was proof that none of this happened on accident. But a lot of people overlooked that.
Sure. Like, I think they're so cool looking, but they're so odd.
They're odd. It's like a duck raccoon with venom.
Beaver thing.
Yeah, duck beaver with venom claws.
Yeah.
That lays eggs.
Oh man, like I just want to see all of Ya's creation because there's stuff we don't even know about.
Oh, for sure.
Sure. We're like, what is that thing?
Yeah.
I was like walking up. What is that?
Or I just like, where's Behemoth chilling? That's what I want to know. It's like, oh snap, you were in Canada this whole time.
Kind of checks out in some places. They're pretty remote.
Yeah, turns out that forest that got laid down from that one in Siberia, what was it? Tunguska?
Yeah.
Behemoth just tripped and fell.
That's where he bed down for the night.
Yeah.
Oh man. Dude, it's gonna be so great. I got so many questions.
So many.
Like just curiosities.
Yeah.
Like not even necessarily important, like key matters.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like even just like animals. I got questions about animals.
I don't know if I can say this on here. Why do men have nipples?
Valid question. What are we doing with them?
Like I just got questions.
Why do men have nipples?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
We found the title of this episode.
Oh gosh, nobody's gonna click on it, or everybody's gonna click on it. I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah. But before we get all to those wonderful things in the kingdom, we gotta endure through what Yah has purposed, right?
Mm-hmm.
He even says in 4 Ezra 16, sorry, I'm getting back serious.
You're good.
In 4 Ezra 16, that like he's doing all this in order to correct us and others who may not even be walking in his ways yet,
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. That's why we're being tested as gold is refined in the fire, right? We're being refined and tested. And it's gonna prove our faith, and we're gonna be a work that's prepared for Yah,
I mean, look at like COVID. How many people turned towards Yah during COVID? Because they realized like, oh, this is all just like a battle for good and evil.
Yeah.
How many more so during during the times that we just read about in 4 Ezra?
Yeah.
Like how many more people are going to turn to him?
And for those of us who are already doing our best to walk in his ways, I'll just say walking in his ways, right? Because it doesn't mean we're perfect, but we're doing our best.
Mm-hmm.
People that are scared out there, people that have no idea what's going on, who need the bodily needs as well as they need to know the truth, like we can be there as a support to them. I feel like that's more so our mission during these times than just simply surviving, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we should be like scrolling away in a cave.
Maybe at times.
Maybe at times, but I think there's also going to be like a job that we're tasked with. during these times to act as like a maybe not a guide, but just like I don't know. Every time
Yeah,
somebody enters into this walk, there's obvious questions.
for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, maybe it's somebody to help facilitate, I guess.
Yeah. I totally agree. Because the Ruach is going to be, uh, I feel like the Ruach's going to be speaking so loudly through the worst of those times, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be wonderful and horrible all in the same thing, the same
Yep.
time.
Faux
But,
show.
but anyways, hey, that being said, everybody, get your stuff in order.
Get your poop in a group.
Yeah, get ready, because hard times are ahead. But the wonderful thing is, those hard times aren't in vain. They're all purposed, and they have specific reasons for each of us why we're going to experience what we will, and then the kingdom comes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the finish line of this race is the most glorious, wonderful present gift that any of us could ever hope for. You know.
Yep. Man, I got so many questions.
Yeah. Yeah. A
Man.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I sit next to Noah, I'm gonna be like, dinosaurs were Nephilim puppies, right?
Yeah. Master boat builder.
Man.
What was it like? Were you like did you feel like did you feel like a chicken and you had to watch above? Like just to make sure nothing was
Yeah.
about to swoop down on you?
Yeah, for real, right? Like, dang. And oh man. Oh, so many. I be like, who was Melchizedek that Abraham tithed to? Was
Yeah.
it Noah or was it Shem? Those are the two that I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Shem.
Maybe.
But
It would be interesting. Yeah. And what did that like little kingdom look like?
right.
And where
Dude.
was everything? I want maps.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know you
want
do.
some maps. You
I
know
get
I
it.
do. I
Yeah.
want some maps. I want to be able to connect some dots. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I would love to see that too, but I don't have the same love for maps that you do. Which I respect. I think that's cool, you know?
Man, I could stare at maps all day long. Like sometimes I'll just look at like the maps on my phone and just like look at them and be like, oh, that's where that is.
I do that too. Just map recon areas.
Not even
things.
recon, just like kind of looking at them. Okay. I don't know, man. I just like maps.
That's cool, man.
I got this fake map over here on the wall, even though it's fake. It's not to scale. It's not anything like that. It's fake, and I still like looking at it.
Bro, let me dig up some old maps I have.
Oh, snap.
Of certain places that I will give you next time I see you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, buddy.
That'd be wild. Dang. All right. Well, remember, you got anything more to say? I was going to tell him to sign up for testimonies.
You're going to tell him to do that, huh?
Well, yeah, because asking ain't been working.
Okay, send it, brother.
Yeah, so sign up to give your testimony. Shoot us an email, exiledstrangers@proton.me. That's exiledstrangers@proton.me. Even your email is protected and anonymous. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments about anything that we've said or just anything in general regarding, scripture and stuff like that, leave it down below in the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, or shoot us an email. We're on all audio platforms as well. So you can check us out wherever you guys listen. We're on YouTube if you didn't know. Yeah. What you got, nobody?
No, that was perfect, brother. I got nothing.
Man. Thanks, man. I just got a whole boatload of questions. That's kind of what I'm stuck on right now. So if that sounded all choppy, it's because I'll keep flying through these questions that I keep thinking of. But
it sounded great. It sounded great. Don't question it, all right? Because you had to lay down the hammer and tell people to subscribe and stuff.
Oh yeah, subscribe too.
Yeah, do it.
Hit that like button.
Let's do it. There's no consequence to not doing it, but do it.
You sounded like Shia LaBeouf for a second, where he's like, "Just do it, just do it." Where he's like flexing on camera. He's like, "Just do it."
I know we're about to end this podcast, but what the heck was that? What was he do? What did he want us to do?
That was Droogs, homie. That's what that was.
Oh yeah, that was, unfortunately.
That may have been a little bit of that white powder.
He started the whole piracy movement before everybody else.
He got a head start.
Yeah, he's been taking down boats.
Dang, he been sniffing down boats.
All right, I guess that's it for me.
All right, guys, we'll see you on the next episode.
Adios.